Hey everybody, it is Jeff Jansen. How's everybody doing today? Hope everyone's had a great day today. This weekend we've got a couple things coming up. First off, know that you matter, know that you're important. The people around you matter. You know, and if you're having one of those days where you know it's Friday the 13th, and you're looking at using a superstition for an excuse, don't. Because right now you got to understand that you are important and the things that you do have a purpose in life. Now, here's what you can do today. Go out there and be the best person you could be. Now, we got a bunch of stuff coming up this week, so I'll get that out of the way before we go in to everything else. First thing we got, Saturday morning, we have the pancake and sausage breakfast from 8 a.m. till 10 a.m. over at Applebee's, and that is for the Marine Corps League, Quincy, Illinois. You can get tickets at the door. Tickets are $5, so make sure you come on out. I know my daughter and I will be there. I know that Luke and his family's all going to be there. I know like majority of all the Marine Corps League members are going to be there helping out. Come on out, say hi, have a nice breakfast, get yourself some flapjacks and some sausage, and it'll go great. Second thing, we have the wrestling tomorrow night, or Saturday night in Augusta, Illinois. Okay, tickets in advance are $10. I think at the door they're $15. You can get a hold of that on my Facebook page. Go to the Guido page. There should be some information on my Facebook that I put up just a little bit ago. This is in Augusta, Illinois. The doors open at 5. Wrestling starts at 7. Let's go ahead and make a big appearance for that because a lot of it has to do with military. It's all going to the Lions Club to raise money for their memorial wall. And I think it's a great purpose, a great cause. We will be there and we will be going up. A bunch of the Marine Corps League members, a bunch of Marines, a bunch of Army, we're all going to go up and have a good time. I know this weekend a few of them are not going to be able to because they have drill this weekend with the Army Reserves, Marine Reserves, and the Army National Guard and locally. All have, they're going to be in Indiana this weekend. But everybody else, let's go on up and have a good time. Next thing going on. Over in Hannibal, they have their car show Saturday afternoon. We may be going down there for that for a few minutes, Gracie and I. Just depends. She kind of hyperextended her legs, so it depends on how far we can get. But we should have a good time with that. So make sure you pay attention to what's going on with that. I think that's brought to you by the Hannibal JCs. I'm not too sure. The reason why is because we're getting ready for their haunted house and also their Halloween parade this year. Got all kinds of stuff going on. Now, why do I do so much? I'm going to lead this into why am I doing so much? Why do I do so much volunteering? Why do I do all these things for autism? Why do I put it out there? You know what? Every time you do something, if you want to do good in life, one thing I've learned is you got to give back. Okay? Now, sometimes when you're giving back, you may assume that you're giving back more than what you're taking in. That could be the case. But you know what? There are people out there that need you. And if you're doing something where you're just going to work every day, making a paycheck, getting a living, going out and drinking, doing nothing else with your life, you're never going to go anywhere. You know, I have learned through what I do with my business, through work, through friends, through family, and everything else, if you give about 10% back, whether it's personal time, free time, money, whether it's making cookies, you're going to get back something in return. You cannot go wrong by doing something in return. Now, we have these dances. This is not about the dances, just to tell you kind of an idea. We have these dances over at the Veterans Home for the community once a month to just basically so the people over at the Veterans Home can dance, they can have a good time, people come out and have a good time, it's a safe environment. We are going to start making homemade cookies again for them and the people around, they're free. And we're going to start making homemade cookies for them again instead of just going out and getting Fig Newtons and sugar-free stuff. One of the things that we used to always do was make homemade cookies. Well, we're going to do that again. We're going to make homemade sugar cookies. We're going to make homemade oatmeal, raisin, chocolate chip, and stuff like that. My mom used to make homemade goods all the time, and she'd sell them at bake sales, and, you know, people would buy her brown bread and stuff like that. And I always wondered why Mom did a lot of stuff like that. Well, it makes you feel good when you're able to give back to somebody or something. I'm selling my Carolina Reapers now, and I am giving the profits to non-for-profit organizations that I work with. Not a penny ever goes to me. And what I'm doing is I'm going to start selling them. Now that everybody knows that they're hot, they know what they are, I'm going to start selling the Carolina Reapers. And as they get a little bit bigger, I have about 100 and some plants that I've been growing from seeds. I will be selling the plants also. See, you can give a man a fish, he eats for a day. You teach a man the fish, he eats for a lifetime. So if somebody wants a reaper, that's fine. They can buy them from me. That's good. I don't mind. But if you want to grow your own reapers, I'm selling the plants too. Now, why do I do that? Well, because like I said, I want to give back. I just kind of like giving out to people, you know? And a lot of the events that I do stuff for are last minute events. So a lot of times that I raise money for are to go to certain causes, okay? And since I can control it whenever we do it, and we have the Marine Corps League Paymaster, the American Legion Paymasters, we have all these different paymasters, and we're a 501c3 that's tax write-off. There's a lot of times that people come to us last minute with stuff, and we have to have a quick fundraiser. And so a lot of my stuff goes to those quick fundraisers. I have made friends in many areas of marketing. I've made friends in very industries to help, you know, get them employees and everything. So now, why do I do that? First off, the jobs are great. That's why I help people get jobs. But then when we need something in return, sometimes it's not cash. Sometimes it's just getting the word out. So I'm trying to give back my 10%. Sometimes I want to give back 20%. But I want my daughter to see, and I want everybody else to see, that we can always give back. Give to those that are less fortunate. Give to those that need help. You know, if there's somebody on the side of the road and you do everything in your power to avoid them and walking around them, you know, you're not helping the cause out at all. You're just becoming a bully. You're becoming that person that's like, oh, I'm too good to help somebody. You should never worry about how much money somebody makes. You should never worry about what somebody has or what they're doing. You should look at the goodness and why they're doing it. Because if you keep being a brat or somebody that's just heinous, eventually those people that want to help will not help, and the day is going to come where you're going to need help and you're not going to get it. Now, why do I say this? A lot of times, you know, Marines, we are conceited. We are tip of the spear, and we love everybody to know about it. But one of the things is we also know that so are a lot of other people. We just have big heads. And in order sometimes to bring our egos down, we go where no one else wants to go. We do things that nobody else wants to do. We put ourselves in positions that nobody ever dream of. A lot of people, like, I understand, they look at my life, or they see what has been on the news, or they see the different things that I do, and they will see that my life has been back and forth. There is nothing I haven't done in my life that I regret, though. There's nobody I've met that I regret, and the reason for that is because it's made me who I am today. The memories I created when I was younger got me through the things I had to do in the Marine Corps and went overseas and all the hardest times of my life. I don't regret meeting anybody. I don't regret doing anything I've done with anybody, because we have to hang on to those memories. Now, why is that important for you? There's so many people out there, they are depressed. They're feeling like they're not important. They feel like the world has cut them off. They feel like their PTSD has kicked in and they can't do nothing about it. That's not true. You know, we are creatures of habit, and we have to get out of the habit of thinking that everything is on our shoulders. But then again, the other side of it is there's people that think they're better than everybody else, and we can't have that either. The reason why is because they both lead to a very, very nasty place. Life is like this. It's moderation. Life is good. You know, you can have all the money in the world and you can't spend it. You can have no money in the world and be the happiest person because of the people you surround yourself with. Now, a lot of what I say may sound like mumbo jumbo, and it's okay. I get that. Some people are going to think that. I don't really care. I'm not speaking to those people. I'm speaking to the ones that want to know if they matter, if they're important, because I'm here to tell you you are. I'm here to tell you that not only you're important, but you make a difference in your life and the lives of the people around you. You are a blessing in disguise. Religious or not, you are awesome. And if you don't start learning that today, then when are you going to start learning it? And by the time you learn it, it's going to be too late. Every day, push yourself to do more. Strive to be better. Strive to have a purpose. Be goal-driven. Okay? Do some of the best things you can in life. But don't wish for everything. Sometimes you have to take a hit in order to have a victory. In wrestling, you know, you can go round after round for 3 minutes and use every single bit of energy you have. But you know what? You're going to lose a couple points here and there, and you can't always expect to get the pin. In football, You know what? You could be down by 20 points or 14 points, kick a couple field goals, get in the end zone, and you can win the game. But if you get mad because somebody got into the end zone and you didn't have that perfect game, all you're going to do is be hard on yourself. Everything takes practice. Everything takes skill. You can't do anything without practice. You can't do anything without learning or without knowing what you can and cannot do. Your life revolves around the ups and downs. Success equals failure. You have to fail in order to succeed, but you can't blame yourself for those failures. In fact, give yourself a pat on the back when you fail so that you actually learn from those failures to not do the same mistake again. That's what failure is, learning from our mistakes, being better today than who we were yesterday. You know what? If I'm going to go run and I learn that the first 100 meters I can't sprint if I'm on a marathon because it's going to kill me, then I'm going to start learning to pace myself. Okay? If I draw a picture and I can't draw a straight line, well, I'm going to keep drawing that picture until I learn how to draw a straight line. Why am I going with the most simplistic of everything? Because everything in your life, who you are, is simplistic. Everything we do matters. Everything we do has to make a difference. And sometimes you're not going to see those differences. Sometimes you can never know how important you really are. But guess what? As long as you're doing it for a reason, to make somebody else's life better, because you know by their life being better, they'll make your life better, then that's a positive thing. Every day in life, strive to do more. Be a better person. Live life to the fullest. Keep pushing forward. Never look back. And understand that failure is success as long as you learn to get back up. My name's Jeffrey Jansen. I'm going to have me a sandwich. Have a good day, bye.
How can I help you?